So welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. Now, this lecture series is very important because if you want to revise your current affairs, if you have already read them, either through reading the newspaper or following our daily news and shorts lecture series, if you have either covered those, if you have covered those current affairs, well, it is very important for you to revise those current affairs, right? And what better way to revise those current affairs than practicing some MCQs from it? Okay, so it will help you to revise your current affairs, consolidate them. And number two, like I mentioned before, it will give you the much needed MCQ practice, which is very, very important if you're really serious about civil services examination, because for clearing that examination, you need to clear stage one, prelims examination, which is all about clearing or answering MCQs. All right. So if you want to consolidate your current affairs portion and get the much needed MCQ practice from current affairs alone, well, make this lecture series a part of your daily routine. Why? Because on a daily basis, we'll be covering 4 to 5 MCQs. Won't take much of your time, it would just take 10 minutes of your day. But these 10 minutes on a daily basis would add up to more than 1200 MCQs. So by the time you're ready for your prelims examination next year, you would have already practiced 1200 MCQs. And that too from only current affairs. I'm not talking about other static subjects because for those static subjects like polity, history, geography, we have separate lecture series. For current affairs alone, you would have practiced 1200 MCQs. That is more than enough. Okay, so spend 10 minutes daily with me, make this lecture series a part of your daily routine, and secure your current affairs portion for your next year's prelims examination. All right. Enough of the introduction, let's straight away jump to question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding Indus Water Treaty. It is a World Bank negotiated treaty signed between India and Pakistan in 1960. Under this treaty, India has access to Ravi, Beas, Satluj, whereas Pakistan has access to Jhelum, Chenab, and Indus. Article 12 of the treaty allows for modification of the treaty. So how many of the above statements are correct? Now look, recently Government of India actually issued a notice and they sent that notice to Pakistan government, and in that notice India has expressed its desire to renegotiate or review, basically they've used the word review, Indus Water Treaty. Now, what is Indus Water Treaty? Basically, Indus Water Treaty was facilitated by World Bank. It was the negotiations were facilitated by World Bank. This treaty is signed between India and Pakistan. And this treaty basically actually involves a water sharing agreement. It is a water sharing arrangement between India and Pakistan. And this arrangement actually is for Indus River and its 5 tributaries. Okay. So what are which are those 5 tributaries? Well, they are Ravi, Beas, Satluj, Jhelum, and Chenab. So for sharing of waters flowing in Indus and its 5 tributaries, this Indus Water Treaty was signed. It was facilitated by World Bank, signed between India and Pakistan, signed in 1960, September 1960, and was signed in Karachi, Pakistan, between India's Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, PM Nehru, and Pakistan President, who was a military dictator, Ayub Khan. Okay. Now, under this treaty, India has unrestricted access to eastern rivers. Which are those eastern rivers? Ravi, Beas, Satluj. Okay, and Pakistan has unrestricted access to western rivers, which is Jhelum, Chenab, and Indus River. Okay, as per this treaty, as far as the total amount of water flowing through these 6 rivers, India has access to 20 to 30% of that water, because 20 to 30% of the total water flowing in these 6 rivers belong to Ravi, Beas, Satluj. Whereas Pakistan has access to 70 to 80%, because 70 to 80% of this of the waters flowing in these 6 rivers belong to Jhelum, Chenab, Indus. Okay. Now India is an upper riparian country. Okay. Basically, Jhelum, Chenab, Indus flow through India first and then they enter Pakistan. So under this treaty, India is not allowed to block the flow of these 3 rivers, western rivers. Whereas in the case of eastern rivers, India can do anything it wants. It can construct dams, block the flow, or divert the flow, whatever it wants. Okay. So, first statement is correct. Second statement is absolutely correct. Now, India has sent a notice to Pakistan government, and India can send that notice to Pakistan for review or modification of this treaty as per Article 12 of this treaty. So, Article 12 of this treaty allows for modification of this treaty. All 3 statements are correct. C. Question number 2. Which of the following statements regarding mini moons are correct? These are asteroids that get caught up in Earth's gravity and revolve around it temporarily. Recent mini moon is an asteroid called 2024 PT5, which is going to stay in Earth's orbit for 2 years. It was detected by NASA-funded Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, ATLAS system. Okay, select the correct option from below. Now look, what are mini moons? Earth has one moon. Okay, that's about it. But sometimes some asteroids, they actually come closer to the Earth and they get caught up in Earth's gravity. So for temporary periods, it's these asteroids, these small rocks, start revolving around the Earth, around our planet Earth, like the moon. Okay, but since these asteroids are very small, that is why they are called mini moons. They are called mini moons. Why? First of all, because of their size. They're very small asteroids that revolve around the Earth. Second, they are not permanent in nature. Their revolution is not permanent in nature. Like moon continuously revolves around the Earth, but these asteroids revolve around Earth for for temporary periods. Okay, so first statement is correct. This is the definition of mini moon. Now, the recent mini moon, because of which mini moons were in the news, is an asteroid called 2024 PT5, and it's going to stay in Earth's orbit for 2 months only, not 2 years, 2 months, not years. Okay, and this asteroid was detected by NASA-funded ATLAS. This is also correct. It is a very small asteroid. Basically, it is like 33 feet long, not even visible from naked eye from Earth. Okay, so 1 and 3, D. Question number 3. Which of the following is our correct regarding Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Sanrakshan Abhiyan, PM Asha? It has 3 components and states can choose whichever component they want to implement. The price deficiency payment scheme component covers all oilseeds for which MSP is declared. Now look, as the name suggests, Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Sanrakshan Abhiyan is for farmers because Annadata is a Hindi name for farmers. Okay. Now, I means income. So basically, it is a scheme that protects the income of farmers. Now, it is basically an umbrella scheme. Okay. Under this, 3 schemes are running. What are those 3 schemes which are under PM Asha? One is price support scheme, that government would procure various crops from farmers at MSP. Okay, price support scheme. Then there is price deficiency payment scheme, that the government won't directly procure crops from farmers. Okay, they would ask them to sell them in the market at market price, and if there is any difference between MSP and market, that would be directly credited to the bank accounts of the farmers. So this is price deficiency payment scheme. And the third is private stockist scheme. Okay, private stock, basically private players would run APMC mandis or APMC like mandis, stockist scheme. Okay, now states are allowed to choose any of the 3 schemes for their own state. So yes, this part is correct. PDPS component covers all oilseeds for which MSP is declared. This is also correct. PDPS scheme, price deficiency payment system, only covers oilseeds, not wheat rice. So both are correct. And last, consider the following statements regarding Shukrayan. It will be India's first planetary mission, expected to be launched in March 2028. The mission will study the surface of planet Venus, its dust cloud, volcanism, its atmosphere, ionosphere, and its interaction with the sun. Which of the above statements is correct? Now, Shukrayan, as the name suggests, is India's first Venus mission. And this mission is expected to be launched on March 2028. This part is correct. But is this Venus mission going to be the first planetary mission? No. We have already sent a mission to a planet called Mars. We have already sent Mangalyaan or Mars orbiter mission to Mars. So basically, Shukrayan would be the second planetary mission. But first planetary mission to Venus. But second planetary mission overall. So this part is false. Yes, the aim of this mission would be to study the planet Venus, its dust cloud, volcanism, atmosphere, sun interaction, everything. So this part is correct. Only 2. Answer is B. All right. And with that, we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'm sure it has added value to your preparation. So if you want to download the detailed notes for this lecture, whatever was discussed, the questions discussed in this lecture, and their detailed solutions, if you want to download the detailed solutions for that in a PDF file, well, you can download that from our Telegram channel. Where can you find our Telegram channel? Well, in the comment section below, in the comment section of this video, you'll find a link to our Telegram channel. Go to that, follow our Telegram channel, and download the PDF from there. That channel contains the PDF of this lecture as well as all the other lectures discussed on our or featuring on our YouTube channel. On that note, I'll be signing off and I'll see you next time with next day's current affairs through MCQs. Thank you.